Hello, this is Mark with Network America. On today's Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you in Service Desk how to create new lists. So we've got examples of out-of-the-box things such as impact urgency. Well, what if I want to create another list to be able to use within my incident? So let's jump over to the Windows console. The first place that we'll start is in the Object Designer. Now we're going to create this list under Incident Management. We could create it under System and be able to use that within any module, but this is going to be specific to Incident Management that we're going to do today. So I'm going to start with the Object Creation Wizard. And this example I'm going to do is an user impact. So this will be a lookup in order to make a drop-down list. And we've got three types. A reference list, the order of the items in the drop-down would be alphabetic. An ordered list, we can specify the order of it, so we could have like a low, medium, high type of list, be able to order that. And then the category is the drill down type of list where we can have multiple levels to it. So in this case, we're going to do an ordered list. Now the lookup from object is optional. I am going to link it back to incident since this is again specific to incident management I'm doing. If we were creating a list under, say, the system module, and we're going to then link it back to multiple modules, we could leave this lookup from object blank instead. On the next window, we've got some of the default attributes. User impact length by default is 20. I'm going to change that to 100. That's the maximum through the wizard that we can do. In this case, I don't need a details field. And I typically turn off or remove the create group and update group. I don't need those. And then usually I will change the labels on the remaining four just for consistency on how I do the design of my systems. That way later I don't have to go and change the labels and change the any queries that may use those labels as well. Just go ahead and change them right here. Now the next following screens are all about the privileges, permissions for the object. I just leave all this blank and skip through it, and we'll do that later. So now I've got my object, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. And once it saves, you'll see the system automatically adds a deleted flag, GUID for the unique identifier for each item in the list, and the ranking of it. And then if I go down to my incident object, since I did link this one back, you will notice I have the user impact here as an attribute under incident now. It links back to the object that we created. Next, we'll go into the window manager. So the first thing we'll need to do is create a window for that object we created. We'll use the new window wizard. I'm going to double click on deleted and rank to remove those. I don't need those on the window. And we'll go ahead and finish the wizard. It'll create a layout by default. Usually I'll go in and resize things a little bit, use the alignment lines to help see that I've got things lined up right. And I'll just go ahead and make 2 columns out of this. Now usually the field, I will make that mandatory since that does need to be filled out. And then the attributes down at the bottom, I'll change the protection level on these to all read only. And then the group boxes, I'll make sure that they're 2 column, do the alignment to the bottom box with the top box. All right, let's go ahead and save that window. I'll go ahead and make that accessible via web access just in case I want to make an administrative screen that I can manage that from the web. And then we'll go up to our incident window. So I'm going to do the analyst update window. We will add user impact here so we can see what the user filled out. Go ahead and save that. And then we'll do the end user windows. So we've got both the new for when they create an incident and then the update window. We'll just add that field to the bottom. Go ahead and save that one. And then we'll do the end user update window. To make a little bit of room at the bottom of this group box. Make sure everything lines up correctly. And let's go ahead and save that. All right, next in the administration, we will go to our ordered lists under incident management, and we will find our user impact. So I'm going to right click here and do a new user impact. Let's give a couple examples here. Let's say I have a question. Another one we will do is I cannot perform a task. And I cannot work at all. So just some examples of things we could do like that for a list. Next step, we will have to go under our roles and make sure that end users have permissions to that object. So under incident management, our non-process related, we will see our user impact. So right now they do not even have read access to that. So we'll double click on that, change it from red X to a green check mark. So now they will have access to that field. Now if I log in to the web as an end user, go create a new incident, you will see I have my user impact field down here. Now logged in as an analyst, if I go open an existing incident, I will have my user impact field here that I created. So just to recap, we went into Object Designer, created the business object there with the wizard, went to the window manager to create a window for that new business object, and then also added that field to the incident windows. The administration, we went into the list management to create the items in the list, and then lastly made sure that the privileges for the roles had read rights to the object.